Guys, what's up? It is actually currently the 21st of 4th, 2018, guys, but I'm just doing my two-day vlog catch-up, and I've only just had a chance to do it now, and I don't want to get behind like I did before, so I'm doing this now for you guys. But if you've not watched it yet, to understand why I'm like this right now, at this time of night, head on over to Karma is a Bitch video and watch it. It's about 6 minutes long. It was like 6 seconds or something like that. It ain't even that long. But you have to watch it. It's good. So yeah. So on the 19th, guys, the 19th of the 4th, 2018, it was currently 2:36 p.m. I just come off Facebook trying to sell and coming off Halo Wars. Now, sorry, it wasn't p.m., it was 2:36 a.m., guys. I was coming off Halo Wars, bed and playing games on my phone. I got up, I went to the market, for the day. Pixie got me at 2 p.m. No one, barely any people are going to the market, this market lately, guys, and it's really annoying. Like, I wish literally the market was somewhere else so we'd have more people in, and we keep trying to tempt Adam that's running it to basically move the market somewhere else, but he's not listening. So I want to like have help setting a market up like in Westwood Ho or something, where I know they've done a market before and loads of people come in. So fingers crossed one day he might actually move, or I can actually get help setting up a market somewhere else where someone else runs it but I help towards it like Aaron does. After the market, I went Home Bargains and I got some more pimp paint, which is currently actually here, to finish the surprise egg. I'm currently on the last bit of it and I should be done pretty soon. This is actually £1.29 at Home Bargains, guys. After I did that, I went to Iceland. No, sorry, before I went to Home Bargains, I went to Subway and I got this meatball thing. And when I was there, he was like, do you want some cheese? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I swear to God, he's just like, boom, a little pinch. Like, there was like 5 strands of cheese on it. It was ridiculous. It was pathetic. There was like no point of even putting cheese. And then he's like, he passed it me. I'm like, is it warm? And he's like, no. He's like, do you want me to warm it up for you? I'm like, yeah, obviously. So like, and so it's like, obviously. So he warms it up for me. And everything. He was like, I prefer the other 2 Subways, like the one in Barnstable and the one at Rose Lane. I don't quite like that one. Also, guys, I've managed to book an tabletop sale for next Saturday, I think it is. Next Saturday's tabletop sale. An indoor tabletop sale. I think it's a hall, I think it is. But it's like 2 minutes around the corner. So yeah, then after Home Bargains I went to Iceland, and at Iceland I got this big bag of chicken. It's like frozen chicken, so like I can cut it up into little bits to do for Rosebud every day. When I come back, I put a dinner on, like a full Sunday dinner, and obviously I've saved all the other bits to do my leftover bits again. Then I played Halo Wars and Fortnite. I watched The Next Step. Then I got stuff ready to go out tomorrow, basically Friday, and played on my phone and went to sleep. Today, guys, well, basically yesterday, we're going to class it today, because pretty much it's only just not long until midnight, but yeah. I got up, I got ready, I went and got the bus to Bideford, where I met Claire. We headed to the Milky Way. Now, we headed to the Milky Way, and we found out it was closed. Wow, disappointed. But the thing is, they didn't even tell us why it was closed. Then Oh, I also found, right, now, I've told you guys I paint stones. Well, people on Facebook in Devon, there's a page called Devon Stones and Rocks, and if you're in Devon, you basically can paint these stones and put Facebook Devon Stones and Rocks on the back. People find them, they take a picture, they upload the picture to the page, and then they re-hide them for other people to find. Well, I basically found two while I was at Milky Way. It's the first time I've ever found any at all. It's so amazing. So after we found out that was closed, we went to Atlantic Village, guys. So like we went to Atlantic Village and we took my Salt Rock top back. And then why I was trying to take my Salt Rock top back, like the ladies in Salt Rocks, like I might explain to her, like I haven't been able to take my top back because the one in Barnstable is now closed, and she's like, well, I can't really say much, but I want to give you a refund, but I can't because I have to ask my manager. So she rang the manager didn't answer, she was on lunch, so she's like, can you wait? And that, so I had to wait. So we went in the pound shop where I was waiting. We got nothing from there because we were actually after buckets and spades for Harvey. So we went into Capri World to have a look to see if there's anything good we wanted. So like there was these flakes in Capri World. So like, by the way, guys, if you want to like how it's like we're all about good deals, it's because at Atlantic Village in Devon, it's an outlet place, so like there's Claire's, there's Salt Rock, there's Capri World, like there's a Capri World shop there and things, and there's the Works, and basically you get like, it's cheaper than normal shops. So like there was these buttons, they were like 80p, and things like, and you can get big boatloads of chocolate and things. Well, so that was quite good. And they also do Cadbury's hot chocolate in there for £1 or something. But there was nothing really, like, we just wanted to be nosy, and it smells of lovely chocolate in there, so which is not good when you're on a diet. But before we went to the Works, I managed to take my top back, and I managed to get a credit note, so that was good. So after I got a credit note for Salt Rock, we went into Asda and we actually got a spade. I don't know if you can see behind the actual bed bit in the background, like that bit, the bar. Well, behind there is actually my spade handle. So I actually got a pink spade, like a big wooden sort of one is like this one. So the whole time though, Rosewood was walking along in Atlantic Village, and she was also walking along in Asda, and not one person asked the question. So I was like to Claire, maybe it's because I'm walking her more now than I was first doing, that people don't ask questions anymore. Like, she has an assistant dog on her harness. I have cards to back it up. The bus driver, at the moment, they're currently in the process at the end of this month. Devon is going to be banning and no longer having Pet Explorer, so you don't have to pay £1, but currently it's still there at the moment. So he was like, what about Rosebud? Like, basically, what about your dog? Because you have to pay £1 for a Pet Explorer. And I was like, well, she's an assistant dog, and I showed him the card straight away because it was just there with my bus pass. And he's like, oh, okay, and let me on for free, like basically let her on for free. But when I was in Atlantic Village, like, you're only allowed assistant dog and guide dogs, and this is what I find really good, that most places now actually put in guide dog and assistant dog welcome, which is very good. So but she walked around Asda as well. It was like in there for about 5 minutes, but no one asked questions. I was pretty amazed. I got some looks though about her walking on the floor though, like, oh my god, there's a dog in here. Like, when I was in Iceland yesterday, these old people were looking at me and giving me a look about the fact that there's a dog in a food store. Well, yeah, there's a dog in here for a reason. But what bugs me the most when I'm in shops is they see, like, it's an assistant dog, like, workers. Like, when I went Home Bargains yesterday, the worker in Home Bargains thinks she had the right to stroke Rosebud. She knew she was an assistant dog. She's seen her in there before, not touched her. And she went up and tried stroking Rosebud. Now Pixie stepped in and goes, "No, she's a working dog. Can you please not touch her?" And I'm like, I'm gonna flip in a minute. I don't want you touching my dog. She's there to help me. If I start stressing, I'm gonna need her, pick her up and cuddle her and have her close to me. I've just started putting her down on the floor. And I hate it because more people start stroking her, and it does my head in because it's harder for me to get her away from them people. But she's doing like so good. Like, I say ignore, and she doesn't even pay attention to them people stroking her or anything. So it's really good that she's doing that. But it really annoys me when it actually says assistant dog on her and she's working, and you think that they know that guide dogs you're not allowed to touch, and it's a bit strange how a dog's in your shop and dogs are not supposed to be in there, and you think you have the right to stroke her. And it really does my head in and gets to my head. So after Pixie's like, "Can you not touch her? She's a working dog." I'm like, "Yeah, can you not touch her? She's working." She's like, okay, and gives you a filthy look. What is with people? I hate it. It really gets to me. And I'm like, I feel really uncomfortable that you're giving me a filthy look and you don't understand that she's there for the help of me and the safety of me, to keep me calm and stop me stressing and things. And I'm like, you're touching her. And I just really don't like it at all. Well, anyway, guys, after we went to Atlantic Village, we got in the car and where did we go? And we went to Westbrook Home. Now, let me tell you about the sun, guys. The sun was beautiful. In Barnstaple, it was bright sunshine, absolutely sunny as hell. You went to Bideford, it was sunny. You got to Westwood Ho, and it was like the sun had gone to bed. I was like, where is the sun? It's like just disappeared out of nowhere. So it's really annoying. It was that the sun disappeared in Westwood Ho, because we were like looking forward to going on the actual beach with the bucket and spades, digging holes and that. But in the end, you couldn't, like, there was mist and the sun was wet. You couldn't even see 3 foot in front of you. So it done our heads in. So we went on the beach for a bit and we dug I dug a hole and messed about, and we had this like machine bubble thing that you press the button, which is, I've actually been given permission by Claire to put Harvey on YouTube because it's in pictures with Rosebud. So at the end of the vlog you'll actually see pictures of Rosebud and Harvey playing with the bubbles, because I let her off. Like, there wasn't many people around, I was feeling okay on the beach, so I let her have a bit of a break and a run about. She likes to have a run on the beach, and like Claire was next to me and things as well, and it wasn't busy, and I was in a relaxed environment that I actually like being in. Like, on the beach I feel relaxed, so I let her off to play. But the mad thing, in one of the pictures, like, I don't know if Rose was in this picture, but the bubble, that basically when the bubbles went along, one of them looks like Harvey's head is actually in the bubble when it's not, it's just going past. It's well bizarre. You have to look and see that right at the end. So after we was on the beach for a bit, guys, what did we do? Then we went into the arcade, and then we went off to Brewers Fair. Now, we was at Brewers Fair, guys, and oh my life, I've never waited so long to get some food. Like, I know I'm fat and all that lot, but and I'm currently losing weight, but it was ridiculous. It was seriously a piss take. Like, even Claire and mostly Josh is like, isn't this taking forever? And I'm like, in the end, yeah, this is really taking forever. Claire, say something. And in the end, we were like, where's our food, please? And she's like, you've not got your dinner yet? And we were like, no. And what if she's like, have you not had your dessert yet? And we're looking at her thinking, well, I turned around to Josh and was like, well, hang on a minute. you know, I'm not sitting here for my health with clean knives and forks on the table, are we? So yeah, our food hadn't still come. It finally afterwards she come back and she's like, they're just playing it up. She was like, thank hell for that. But it was it was really funny. Like, Josh was on a hype, and it was just like these people were just staring at us just because we were having a laugh and we were different, and they were some posh ass upstuck people. These old couple were looking, and like Harvey was screaming sometimes and things, but like he was throwing food on the floor. But I'm like, it's what kids do. Like, you're in a restaurant that kids are in there, like, it's in a restaurant that you have kids in, so the fact that you're giving us looks because it's a family restaurant and we're laughing and having a good time together and enjoying ourselves and having a joke, and you're staring at us because it's a family environment. At the end of the day, if you don't like being in a family environment restaurant, go and find somewhere else, like a posh restaurant with posh people. Yeah, I'm sorry if you watch my vlog and you are a posh person and a rich person, but kids in posh restaurants are trained to be silent, sit there and everything. Or like they're taught to do that. And nothing against posh people, but I couldn't do that if I had a kid. I could never like sit there and be like, get my kid to sit up straight with knife and fork and everything. I couldn't do that. Like, sometimes I don't even eat with my knife and fork. So I'm like, if you've got a problem, like these old people, I didn't say anything to them, but I'm like, if they've got that much of a problem, why don't they go to a posh restaurant that doesn't accept families with kids? So it's really bad. But anyway, after we went Brewers Fair, Claire dropped me back. I spoke to my mom quickly because she's currently in Birmingham having that wedding. Well, like, I think the wedding's tomorrow, but I won't go. Then at 9:12 p.m. I was playing Fortnite. I currently have one challenge left to do in Fortnite. Like, on the season bit, there is the 10th week left to open in a couple of days or so. But I've literally got one challenge because I've done all the rest, and I've got like 2 more kills to do, but it's like doing my head in because it's like explosive kills. But I need to get 2 more explosive kills, and then I've completed all the challenges up to date. At 8:47 p.m. I haven't wrote this down in a long time because I wanted to stop writing about what upstairs are doing, but I'm like, I feel like, no, I need to keep a record. I can't not write it down and then all of a sudden it comes back at me that it's just me, it's all my fault, things are happening. So I'm like, no, I've got to start writing it back down and keeping a record. So at 8:47 p.m, upstairs coming in and banging and stomping again. Then it was just before midnight. I wrote this bit down. I done karma is a bitch thing I told you at the start of the vlog. Is the reason I got makeup on and I'm like this right now. So I did a karma is the bit video. I dyed my hair, like, as you'll see if you look at my vlog yesterday on my karma is the bitch, you'll see that all this was my other like natural hair colour sort of thing was coming back through. But I want, at some point I want to actually dye the ends. So I done that. I play Fortnite while I dyed my hair. And then I listen to music. And then the current time is actually 27 minutes past midnight. So that's what I did the last 2 days, guys. Rosebud is currently like here. You can just about see her back. Me babes. But that's what I did the last 2 days, guys. Wakey wakey. Can say hi. And here's Rosebud. I just like woke her up. very sleepy girl. She didn't even want to get up, look. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. That's the last 2 days you've catched up on vlogs, all up to date, which is a good thing. So yeah. Oh, she actually wants you to say hi now. Can you say hi, baby? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna peace out. We're gonna love you and leave you, and we'll see you again soon. Like, subscribe, comment for challenges. Peace out. Bye.